The mother of all the instruments around the world. This is one of the much respected West African instrument, the only instrument allowed in the spirituality places, and the temple, and the mosque, and the church, even the last breath of the human life. They believe that's the only sound of instrument is allowed to hear. So this is like it's connected with us, with nature, with everything. So you have to become very like a blessing, because it's a blessing instrument. It's a purification instrument. That's why the European invented the European harp and make the angel playing the harp. Like to tell you is something behind of this instrument. So when you learn it as a traditional learner, as the tradition culture, so to able to pass down the next generation, the true culture was there, not a copy of a true culture, because the history we're losing a lot of, the real history. So that's why we take a lot of time and with the discipline, and not just because we want to just go through it. No, we want to process through it and understand it and able to, serve it right for the next generation too.
So yes, there has been a lot of challenges, thank you, but a lot of progress, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. To confirm, yes, this is not an easy instrument by any means. It's not the drum, it's not the slap bass tone. So there's a lot more to it, and it's a lot of listening, and some things that I feel that I know that I lag in because I don't have that cultural infusion, meaning that these songs I'm hearing really for the first time. And so so trying to make sure I'm getting it, technically, traditionally correct. And not running through it, and it's a lot to it because it's very sensitive instrument. So you're playing it, and then it goes out of tune, and you have to stop and spend like 45 minutes sometimes.
Oh, and fighting with darling.
Yes, with darling, she back and forth. So it's a process that I appreciate love because I'm learning to tune the instrument myself a little bit better. I think more and more when Fode comes over, he doesn't have to spend as much time tuning because I'm already kind of there. But then getting into the discipline of learning the scale. He's laughing because this is something like I'm always on Facebook imitating him, talking to my mother, and my mother laughs the same because you must know your bridge, Makeda. And I swear I'm practicing. But everybody has their own their talent and their own ability to absorb and to move forward. That's why not everybody plays an instrument, right?
You will say, wow, how you could hit 22 string with only 4 fingers of blink of an eye. So you see, that's a problem coming now. You see, in the harp you could be with your 10 finger doing like that, But this one is only 4 fingers and 22 string. So now your brain, that side of the brain, you don't have a lazy brain. Your brain cannot be lazy. You have to, the brain is just like this one doing this, the other one doing that, and the other side inside the brain have to think of something different to be able to hold all this part going. So you see, it's a lot of discipline to even your own. You see, it's a challenge to you yourself.
Yes, and to get another thing that he often mentions is to get clarity in the strings, that I'm not just strumming, haphazardly in that area of the tone, but actually, plucking the right, using the right finger too, to pluck the right string so that the others can play, and then also being able to learn how to play as more than one Kora player. So he's throwing so much at me.
Yes.
Sometimes I'm like, you're blowing my mind right now. I can't take any more lesson today.
Yes.
But the more that we work together, the more that I cherish Fode as a master. Not that I didn't know it in the first place, but just the patience and the accuracy that he is attempting to instill in me, because of his genealogy and his bloodline and his care and his love for what the culture is. And so in our discussions, that's part of the learning, not just to me playing, but hearing the history and just understanding how it's not just an instrument that I'm picking up and playing. It's really a whole line of people, and history and information and culture and that I am partaking in. And so I take it very seriously. So
Makeda is a very, very like a disciplined and not a give up person that easy. She will challenge. You know, she will go for the last what she got. And when she don't get it, she will force her, say, no, I'ma get it. No. What happened? Look at the finger. You do the right thing. You see? So this person is not there just to what? And this he will take just the alphabet, 150 songs for just the alphabet, the ABC.
And 150 songs.
And he will take them about 10 years for just to complete that. Just the alphabet, not even now to start to play the instrument. And now I pass him through the alphabet. Now I'm installing a master, not like a student playing, but I'm bringing him in my level because I cannot come to her level. I already passed. I cannot bring myself to a student. So I have to take a student to make him master like me. So that's why she's a good, she's find the much challenge of somebody's not like petting you, say, oh baby. He said, no, I can do it, you can do it. What is that? No, come on. No pain, no gain. Come on, lift it up. No pain.
I'm showing them the calluses on my finger. I'm practicing, I'm telling you.
So I'm very, very, very proud of her. I'm very, very, very proud of her. Down. And all the West African oral tradition and culture is never been written down, it's never been taught. It's just passed to family, to generation, to close people, your uncle, you see, they pass their history to protect and to like it for so many generations. Because they know so many people, they just, come in, just to do, just what the money could give them from that culture. But not even respecting or knowing the culture and what is the real reason is. You see? So that's why we are here. We're trying to install the real reason, the real, what is being done by the grace of our ancestors, so we could leave something behind for our children, our grandchildren, for the, better world, Yeah, we make the bed, so we could sleep on it, Yes.
Scary. When I get to the end, and to get faster. Oh. That's what I'm working towards.
Like a week ago, that's Sundiata, the greatest sorcerer king who liberated the Malinke people from the northern dictator king named Sumanguru. So that's this song is like mean the heart of Mandem. All this West African music and dancing is talking about that history of this king. So that's the one. I just saw her. She don't know it yet. Later was not just like a human being like you and I. Sundiata have it a power. Sundiata have it like what we call like a genie, like a spirit, very powerful. From his mother, and Sundiata is the son of a king. Come from all the way down from the grandchildren of Mansa Musa. So Sundiata, when he was born, he was crippled. He never walked until age of 12. He was just crawling. And he have a half brother from his, like stepmother. And the stepmother always like, jealous of Sundiata because Sundiata is the real, like throne, like the one who supposed to be, carrying the king. But he's crippled, so now the half brother have to run the, the king. So now the half, mother always not pleased, wanna just to, make Sundiata life miserable with her, old mother. So Sundiata was life, everybody say, oh, what the king is crippled and all that. And the king who killed his father, when he find him as a cripple, he said, oh, I'm not going to worry about a crippled baby. So Sundiata life is like that. Until he's 12 years old, when his mother sent his half brother to go get him like some fruit and a leaf where the whole village go to cut the leaf to cook. And when the boy go to help the stepmother, and when the mother saw the boy, he will say, who sent you? He said, oh, Sundiata mom, send me, say, he will take the ball and throw the ball. He will kick the ball out. He said, why not his crippled son go to do it for her? So the mother will cry and come to Sundiata, and the Sundiata say, mom, why are you crying? He said, well, I sent your half brother and your stepmother just, not liking, she's doing me a favor. Why not my crippled son do it for me? That day Sundiata say, mommy, today I'm going to get up. Send the, the people, they make me like a standing pole, what I could hold on, so I could, grab and to get up. They make him a stander, what more than 500 men cannot hold. When he hold it, trying to get up, the whole metal bent down, and he's just 12 years old. The first time, he said he's going to work because he see his mother's teeth. They went back, they make him even more stronger iron metal for him to hold on to get up. And that's the day when he got up, he went to the tree where the whole village take their fruit from, and to make their food, he hold it and lifted it out of his roots and planted right in his mother's house. Say, mom, now you're not going to, look for it. He's going to be right here for you. And for to please his half brother, he went to end the lion and here in the jungle and killed the much dangerous lion in the jungle with his bare hand. And now when he bring that to please his brother, like now I could work, now I'm back to myself. The stepmother was jealous, like saying to the half brother, I tell you, you said that get rid of this brother, because I tell you he's going to take the kingdom. So that's now where the half brother was jealous and kind of, mistaken from with his mother, and tell Sundiata to get out of the Mandinka land with his mother and sister and never come back. And that's where Sundiata went to create, the empire was in Nigeria, the Ghanaian empire. Sundiata was a friend with the king. Sundiata went there and stand there with his mother and sister. Until the time come, the Malinke people calling Sundiata to come to liberate Mandem from the greatest Sosa king called Sumanguru Kante, who lived over 15,000 years. So Sundiata, that's where he left Nigeria and Ghana, even named the tribe called Yoruba. It's not even Yoruba, it's Yiriba. It's a Malinke, but they cannot say the Malinke pronunciation, they say Yoruba. But it's Yiriba because that's a Mandenka territory. Wherever Malinke pass, they will pass, leave their ignition.
And we know that ancient Ghana is in the same location as
Yep.
The Mali Empire. So,
all the way to Timbuktu,
yes,
You see? So from there, that's where Sundiata come back and fought the greatest Sosa king, and that king you cannot kill him. Until today, no one will tell you that's his grave. He's just make him disappear. And liberate all the Malinke people from the war of Soso. That's where the Susu people come from, the Susu tribe come from, and the nation of Guinea. Today, that's why those tribes only their own way from it. They come from a Malinke, war. So that Sundiata, he liberated all Malinke people and named all, different places like, the governor or a leader. So the history of Sundiata, the kingdom of Sundiata, that's what stand more than any of his even ancestor king who passed the history. Sundiata history today is that drumming and dancing you've been seeing. I believe, California need the real Africa, not the Hollywood Africa, because we are the responsibility for the next generation. And to my duty and being a judge, I'm the protector of the culture. And I want people to really, understand the other side of the differences is all the same through music and dance and drum. To able to give the youngster one a privilege, even find a way, even the government or the system, to able to grant them, to able to allow them to go to merge Africa like Africa, not to tourism, to go even if it will be part of the school and learning and studying from differences through like music, and dance and instrument and languages to food to clothing. I think if we wanna, help, the new generation, that's the only way we can merge them to something. Is always a curiosity and a question, and it's never been a right answer.
We have to definitely think about our ancestors. Marcus Garvey said, "Africa for Africans at home and abroad," meaning that we have to support the motherland, although we may not be on the continent itself. It is our responsibility to uphold her beauty and magnificence and fight against this what we're currently called anti-blackness. It's always been our charge as cultural bearers. It's never stopped. It's always been an issue going to the Black Arts movement in the 60s.
Yeah.
We can continue back and back. Anti-blackness, we're not worried about that. We're pro-African, right? And so that automatically combats all of that racial injustice.
Of course.
And so that's another reason why it's important at this day and age to people to hear this instrument. And I really do respect the position that I have to be able to even take the classes. I respect that like he said, I'm a family person, so that my husband works a full-time job, that I could spend, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, practicing an instrument, and, he's taking care of that financial need in the home. Because this does take time. It is my work. It doesn't pay, and who say it will pay in the future. But he even recognizes, and my family recognizes, that I'm a culture bearer. red, black, and green.
Yes.
You know, that's who I am. And so that I have this time and that I'm in this position at my age of 45, you know, having a position at UC Riverside to put me in alignment with all of these great people, and also to be able to put me in alignment to be a liaison to the community and bring, you know, continue to bring this forward from the teachers, Mama Nzinga, Mariam Faye, all of those I carry with me, and know that it's not just myself I'm representing. Like he said, he has to give me the truth, so when they ask me who my teacher is, you know, it's not an embarrassment.
Yeah.
I feel the same way, that I know that Mama Nzinga Kamara, Mama Mariam Faye, you know, all of these teachers, Nyancho, that he allowed me to be in his company for so long, Bada Mboop, that, you know, plays for our class and has gone around the world, and I'm honored to have him play for my little humble class as an African American teaching this culture, you know, at UC Riverside. So you ask me everything I cherish, everything is a blessing, even the corns on my fingertips.
Yes.
You know, and the headaches when my mind is blown from too much information on a day that I receive my lesson. So yeah, you know, watch what you pray for, watch what you ask for, because it can come to you, and then you have to do the work.
Right.
And my great aunt, Queen Nzinga Ratabishaheru Makaru, she was the international president for the Association for the Study of Classical African Civilizations. I have to give honor to her. But she would always say, the reward for good work is more work.